Hello, I'm Bartling, and I certainly hope that you and yours are having yourself that sunnier, warmer day. Had a question. Someone asked me, Dal, are you maybe contributing to global warming? I was puzzled. I said, why? Because you're wishing us always to have a sunnier, warmer day. And it seems like we are having more sunnier, warmer days. Well, folks, I have a lot of connections, but I don't have any connections with that. Excuse me while I'm kind of relaxing here. I'm kind of getting over with a cold. So earlier in the week, my voice was maybe down in the Darth Vader range. Luke, I am your father.
Luke, I am your father.
But it's getting a little bit better. So if I stop and cough or get a glass of water, hope you'll understand. And work's probably cut out for the good old editor on this one. But the older I am, the more that I think. And even though I'm on probably some of the best drugs out there, oh boy, the older I am, the more that I think. There's one word that I believe is really a wonderful word, or maybe I should say words. In the beginning. In the beginning. You've heard that phrase before? Yeah, maybe. The Bible. It kind of connotates a word of, or words together of anticipation. Anticipation. Starting something new. Something new is being created. And you're part of it. You probably know, but the heart rate of a baby can be detected at 1.5 months old. 1.5 months old. At 6 weeks, that heartbeat of that baby can be detected in the beginning. In some states, they will determine on the death certificate the date of death of when the heartbeat stops. So let me see if I got this right. In many places in this country, we define the death of a person at when the heartbeat stops, and yet we don't acknowledge in the beginning of that person, including me, as early as 6 weeks old. Kind of interesting. In some Asian cultures, when you're born, you are 1 month old. And when Elizabeth was carrying John the Baptist, and she met Mary, it said in the Bible that the baby leaped within her womb. The baby. So in Asian culture, when you're born, you're 1 year old. You think about it, maybe that's closer to a year because you were already 9 months old. Then when you're born here, and in Panama, the same way, you were age 0 until 12 months later, and then all of a sudden, because of the calendar, because of the culture, you were then now 1 year old. Were you really? In the beginning, a wonderful word, or words. To me, they go with, as I said, anticipation. Can you remember some of the in the beginnings that you were part of? Think of it when you rode your first two-wheeler with no training wheels. When you drove the car all by yourself with that new driver's license. When you went the first day for that career job. As I said, career, not a regular job. Maybe you remember your first job. A lot of in the beginnings that we are having or have had are going to have. A lot of it's going to depend on, believe it or not, your attitude. Yeah, your attitude. You've heard probably of the saying, well, all's well that ends well. Okay? But also, that begins well, ends well. Begins well. Anticipation. Positive attitude. And a positive attitude that means it. I don't mean like asking the young teenage son, well, how'd you do on that math test that you studied so hard for, son? And he says, well, Dad, I think I failed it. And he says, well, that's not the right attitude. You should have a positive attitude. Be positive. You studied. You should have a positive attitude. The son kind of looks down and looks up and thinks, well, Dad's going to keep asking me here, so I need to give him an answer. So he kind of looks up to Dad and says, Dad, I'm positive that I failed that test. That's not that kind of positive I'm thinking of, on a positive attitude. As Zig Ziglar would say, it doesn't hurt for us to do a checkup from the neck up and look at things in a positive way every day. So, we kind of made this together. Didn't cough around too much, I don't think, for the editor. So, but I do want you to go out there and have yourself that Sunnier-Warmer day. Because you know this. I'm rooting for you. Yes, I am. One of the reasons is anticipation of all the new things that you're going to partake in. And even though it's you, and it's me, and it's maybe them, guess what? We are in this together. And I'm rooting for you. Don't forget, blessed are they who ease the pain of misfortune, for they shall be called insurance agents. Indeed, you take care.